started in about 3 minutes, everyone. 3 minutes. All right, everyone. Let me go ahead and get this music stopped for a second. Okay. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining me. Can y'all hear me? Do you hear me well? Do I need to put 4 microphones up? Let me know in the chat if I've got some reaction here, if you can hear me. Are we good? Okay, I got my thumbs up. All right, so I know some of you guys, this is your first time ever welcoming yourself into RebrandLand, but the energy here is magnanimous. Okay, we want to make sure that you are having a great time and you're having a good time at that, and we're not wasting your time. Okay, everyone that is gathered here is for of one goal and of one purpose, to make sure that these founders get seen, that they get the feedback they need, they get the support they need, the love they need, and maybe even the criticism. All right, so this is how this is going to work. This is a very interactive session, right? We're going to do this the right way and not the wrong way. Are we all clear? We are here in support. Say it with me. Support. I can care less if you've ever used their product before, okay? We're here to make sure that women are being uplifted, that these women founders have everything that they need at their fingertips to go to unicorn status the way that I already see them in my head, okay? Is that clear? Are we all on the same page? You will have the opportunity, audience. You will have an opportunity to ask questions, to give any kind of suggestions in the chat. During this time, though, you will stay muted for the love of everything Rebrand, okay? We want to make sure that the shine is given to the founders and to the judges that need to be asking these questions. At the end, after I give my little spiel, because you're going to learn more about me and all that we do here in RebrandLand, that is when you will have opportunities to talk directly to the founders about what you think about their business, how you can help them. This is a resource hub of sorts, okay? Use that chat. When you see something you like, you know you can help the next person. It's a good connection. Drop it in the chat, send it to the founder. They'll be reading that after they get done with their pitches. Sound good? All right. We all on the same page? All right, cool. So before I actually start sharing my screen again, I do want to give an opportunity for our judges to introduce themselves. You're going to hear all about our founders, but I want our judges to, one by one, just go ahead and unmute yourself. I know I took y'all controls. I had to jump back into my teaching days. Give me a second, okay? I'm going to give you the opportunity to unmute yourself right now, and let us know who you are, what you do, and why you decided to judge this competition today. Mark, you want to start?
Sure. Hi, I'm Mark Ramos. I am a managing director at Pulse Creative, where I work as fractional chief marketing officer for startups, everything from CPG to skin patch companies. And I also work with large, like, established brands like the Oscars, did all their paid media. And I am excited to be here because I want to be able to, provide any insight, feedback to help these women reach their goals of becoming a unicorn company. And if anything I can do to help them get to where they want to be, I'm super excited to help out in any way or possible, any shape or possible. So pleasure to meet everyone.
Any other of my judges can go next. You can popcorn it. Take it back to preschool.
I can go next if you like. Hi, everyone. My name is Leah Villegas, the managing partner of Aquilius Ventures and the vice president of Aquilius Corporation. And so what we are is we're based here in San Diego, California. We're an innovation hub and a venture firm. We usually invest in early stage companies at the pre-seed and seed stage that are in life sciences, biotech, medtech, and sustainability. When it comes to the innovation hub, we're open to anybody and anywhere. It doesn't really matter what industry. We provide a lot of resources for founders, especially for early stage founders. In addition to the laboratory space, wet labs and clean rooms and things like that for the biotechs and medtechs. But we have a whole host of other resources as well, like connections to different people within our network, industry experts, investors, other service providers and whatnot. We host a lot of events to try to connect the founders with investors and other experts as well. We host a monthly event called the Catalyst Capital Symposia. So I would encourage you all to look that up and sign up for that. We do everything hybrid too as well, so you don't have to necessarily be in the SoCal region to participate. Glad to be here, and I'm happy to support. By the way, we are a women-owned, minority-owned firm. Myself and my partner. Hopefully, you'll get to meet her at a later time point. Yeah, we're here to support women founders as well, and industries that impact women, like women's health. So we're very big on that as well. So looking forward to meeting everybody.
Okay, I think I'll go next. My name is Kimberly Jolasoon. I'm the founder and CEO of a venture-backed startup in Atlanta called Villy. We build software and resources for new and expecting moms. I'm happy to be here because actually I was able to raise my pre-seed and grow our company from a pitch competition just like this. So this is my way of giving back and also to help other women who look like me to grow their companies. And yeah, and I look forward to hearing everyone's pitch. Oh, wait. Kayla's gonna kill me. And we run a nonprofit, and I run a nonprofit called The Pit in Atlanta. We incubate high growth venture tech startups in Atlanta, and we give them resources and help them really drive revenue and growth through revenue and sustainable growth through profit. And that's how I know Kayla, and so we're really excited to be here as well.
Hi, I'm Raffaella Rossi. I am based in San Diego, California, but I'm Italian originally. My background is science. I'm a scientist in the medical, in the life science field. I am here today to support women founders and to learn more about new ideas and groundbreaking ideas that are coming up in the field. And I'm very happy to be here and happy to support these new ideas. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And that is our round of judges. So we've got some powerhouses in the room that are ready to actually help these founders move forward in a great and amazing way. For whatever reason, all of my stuff crashed. So let me give me a second. Let me get it back up. And we are going to move forward in the presentation today. Once again, right now, everyone's mics are going to be muted. Audience, you will have an opportunity to talk directly to our founders once the entire presentation is over. All right? Okay, I'm back. We're back in the game, y'all. Here we go. Okay. Real quick, hi, my name is Kayla Life, and in short, I build and brand for social good. Through my agency, the Rebrand Creative Agency, aka RebrandLand, we are focused on making sure that change makers are in front of their mission and not behind the computer. I'm going to talk to you all about what I do a little bit later, but I just want to draw attention to, do you see that face? Look at that face. Look at that face, okay? That's my son. Okay, he gets all the shine. His name is Ember. He's the love of my life. He is the office manager. He runs everything here, so he has to be here. Gratefully, though, he is with his grandma, so I can get through this competition very easily. But I do want you guys to understand that we are a community here. We are an ecosystem. So when people find themselves in RebrandLand, we do call them giants. We want you to walk in that power and walk in that calling. And I do everything in my power to use my own social capital to make sure that happens. And I'll talk to you a little bit more about that at the end. Before we get started, let me make sure that the audience knows exactly how this competition is going to run, okay? Our founders are going to have exactly 3 minutes. It's going to be on the timer. You're going to hear it ding, okay? They're going to have 3 minutes to pitch their company with heart, with soul, with passion, okay? They're going to talk to us all about the things that they have been doing and how they're saving their world, okay? After that, our judges are going to have 5 minutes, judges only, not audience, the people that you just heard. The judges are going to have 5 minutes to talk to that founder about any leading questions, any kind of feedback. And then at the end of all of the founders, everyone that's pitched, the judges are going to go into a breakout room. They're going to talk about who their favorites are, right? And they're going to choose a first, a second, and a third place winner, okay? Now, audience, while our judges are doing something, you also are doing something. You are going to be deciding who is your favorite. You are going to pick our crowd favorite, and they will receive a special prize from RebrandLand. Our judges have some things that they want to offer our founders, so you guys will know that at the end. They'll decide that for them. But for us, our crowd favorite, our crowd pleaser, will receive something very special from our agency, from us to you. Okay? Sound good? Are we ready for this? Deep breaths, founders. Remember, you're built for this. Okay? You can do this. It's okay. First up, we have our very own Nihal from Rainbow Secure. I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and Nihal, you have the floor.
Thank you, Kyla. Let me share my screen. Sorry, taking time.
When the floor is yours, it's yours, right? You can use the floor however you want to use the floor. You could tap dance, you could break dance. We're waiting on you. It's all good. All right, now your time is going to start. You ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. I'm Nehal Mehta, founders of Rainbow Secure. I did not start this company because of I want to get a job. I started because of a pain. A few years ago, my husband and my account got hacked. I lost my kids' photos, videos, and their memory. will never get back. My husband lost money. That moment made me realize security is broken. User hate, complicated login, and business lost billions every year because of the password threats, phishing attacks, and weak access control. IAM systems are complex, hard to manage, and frustrated for user, IT team, and business leader. When security feels like a burden, people takes shortcut, make a mistake, and that's how breach occurs. Meet Rainbow Secure, a patented award-winning identity access management platform built to secure your workforce, deliver a human-friendly login experience, and help a business to meet compliance with ease. We offer multi-factor authentication, single sign-on, and seamless access to business applications. With formatted password, multi-channel OTP, and passwordless login, we make security simple for users and easy to manage for IT teams. Here's how our smart login works. User-created password with color and style. Formatting makes them more user-friendly but extremely harder for hacker. You can manage all your business application with ease. Also, you can assign a role-based access management. We provide easy-to-use compliance report, help a business to get certified with real-time visibility and control for IT teams. Rainbow Secure wins by solving the biggest security challenge, that's user frustration. We help a business to prevent from stolen password thefts and credential attacks from day one. When user enjoy a simple login, they adopt naturally, and that's how prevents from breach and build trust. We have 3 patent, 40K revenue, and 150K Microsoft funding.
And
We
that
are
is time, Nihal. Thank you so much. You did a great job. I'm sorry, I'm not giving any feedback. Judges, it's all you.
Great pitch. I really liked how you started at the beginning with a relatable story that we could all relate to, right? Losing photos or memories. That was awesome. I saw that you were raising a 3 million round. How much of that have you closed?
So currently, you can say that so far we got almost self-funded. We get uh, 20 to 40K as an angel investment, 150K as a Microsoft partner funds, and some of the grants that we win. And that's how we are current revenue. We are rely a little bit on revenue.
Yeah, and how much revenue was that? You got cut off right at
40K.
40K? Awesome. Thank you.
And we are expecting our two recent pilot project is around 200K worth of yearly revenue, recurring revenue.
And that is amazing. Thank you.
Welcome.
Just a quick question. So you had, touched on different kind of like business applications that this can be applied to. Would this also apply to kind of like in the healthcare or medical field where
Yes.
businesses are dealing with
Yeah.
patient data, like so for HIPAA
So,
compliance?
yes. Currently, maybe you are also using our competitor like Okta, Entra, or maybe some similar kind of identity access management platform. So we are working with them also, like you can manage as a centralized identity access management platform as a Rainbow Secure. And
Okay.
it's standalone also.
Great, thank you.
Nihal, great job on your presentation. I did have questions on your pricing model and your customer acquisition plans. How are you currently planning to acquire your to get your growth?
So currently, we have like a subscription model, monthly subscription model, where we are charging them from $3 to $16. And we want to grow as partner channel. We want to set up some channel partner and started to uh, like make presence in our marketplace. So list this solution in a different marketplace. So currently you can say that we list this solution in Microsoft, Okta, Checkpoints, and AWS marketplace. Also, we are pushing this with a different social media to spread the awareness about this product. We got working harder to make partners. So partner gave us 80% business partner currently offering the business.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
I would like to ask you a little bit more about your pilot projects. So
Sorry?
who is this? I would like to ask you more about your pilot projects.
Pilot project. Yeah. So we got two pilot project, one from India-based company, and it's about to 800 employee. So that project is basically healthcare manufacturer, and one pilot project that is a New Jersey-based pharmaceutical company, and they are switching themselves from our competitor from Okta.
Nihal, what is your competitive advantage, and what is there anything that you have proprietary that prevents Okta or anyone else
Yes.
to mimic your technology?
Yeah, so we are so far having 4 approved patent. So the login that I mentioned here, we are having a colorful, stylish login that make us unique from others. So all our competitors, they are struggling to manage a secure authentication. Some of them are using strong, like a 24-character password, and again they have a different password policy, and they are ask you to enter OTP from their app. But one way or another way, they are compromised. But our patented technology have a capability to stop all the phishing attacks, stolen password attack, and brute force keylogger, so many different attacks that we are stopping. And specialty is our location fencing, make us narrow down to user, like how they can narrow down their access, and they can make easy to use login. That's our pattern.
And that is our 5 minutes. Thank you so much, Nihal. You did an excellent job. I'm so proud of you.
Thank
We
you
are
so
going
much.
to go ahead and move forward. Next up, we have Miss Felicia Jackson of CPR Rap.
Hello. Wait a minute. Be able to share my screen.
There you go.
All right. There we go. All right. Thank you for having me. I'm Felicia Jackson, founder and CEO of CPR Rap. In 2002, I faced every parent's worst nightmare. I almost lost my baby during a choking incident. Despite being CPR certified and working in a hospital, I froze. My husband saw that I was panicking, took our baby from my arms, and saved his life. And it was then I realized if I can panic, anybody else can do it too. And it does happen. According to the American Heart Association, more than 350,000 out of hospital cardiac arrests occur in the US every year, with 240,000 of those happening in the home. The person more likely to respond to that emergency will be you. It's been proven that CPR provided immediately after cardiac arrest could double or even triple a victim's chances of survival. But 80% of Americans are reluctant to perform CPR due to a lack of knowledge or fear of causing harm. This is why I invented CPR Wrap. Our patented disposable CPR template protects and guides any non-medical bystander during CPR. Just tear it from the packet, place it on top of the victim using the visual cues to properly align, and perform the entire steps of CPR while medical help is on the way. CPR rep has a one-way valve mouth barrier for rescue breathing, visual hand placements for proper compressions, and simple instructions that can be translated into any language for global usage. They come in adult, child, and infant sizes with a price point of $9.99. To date, we have sold over 80,000 CPR kits all around the world, from homes to hospitals to facilities, CPR facilities. And yes, CPR rep has already been used to save lives. But we're just getting started. With the right partnerships and visibility, CPR rep can go even further. Every airplane, every classroom, we can be in every 3.2 million AEDs and inside of every 2 million first aid kits that are sold every year. Our competitors are makers of battery operated and pneumatic driven devices like the Zoll Pocket CPR or your basic CPR face shield. These products either require certification to use, they're costly, or they can only be used on victims 8 years and older. The medical device industry is a $425 billion market that is expected to exceed $600 billion this year. To effectively scale, we're working to secure partnerships with the U.S. military, the Red Cross, and the American Heart Association, who trains over 1 million people every year. Now, we've already secured partnerships with companies like Arrow Healthcare in Australia and the National Safety Council here in the United States, as well as so many CPR training facilities worldwide. But there's still work to do. We are targeting underserved communities where people are 40% less likely to receive bystander CPR. That is why I am here, for the introductions, the funding, and the fuel to reach every home, business, and school.
It's time. Thank you so much. Ooh wee, I feel the energy in that one. We here for it. Let's do it, judges. It's on you.
That was phenomenal. Okay, what do you you mentioned your revenue. What are you fundraising? Are you just looking for customers? Like what's your big mission for the next 3 months that we could help you with or someone on this call can help you with?
Right, right. We're always looking for partnerships, and we're just starting to fundraise because, now there is we have 7 channels of distribution. Right now, our main one is direct to consumer, and we are doing a lot of partnerships, like with CPR training facilities, AED manufacturers. But, just having that strategic partnership where somebody can walk us in and introduce us, and we'll take over the rest and close that deal. But I know we definitely need capital to grow and excel like I know we can. So I do need to raise. We do need to start our raise.
That's awesome. I might have some intros for you. I'll contact you after this.
Okay.
Great presentation. I might have some contacts for you as well. We can touch base after this regarding distribution.
Okay.
My question is about your market slide. So how did you come about kind of outlining that market? Because I thought it was pretty broad to kind of showcase medical device as your, I guess that would be your TAM.
Yeah.
So how did you come about more of your serviceable obtainable market?
Right, because I know we're a non-technical product right now. Just because I made a non-technical product, I do have a 2.0 version out that is very tech oriented. And so, we're addressing that market. And like with the high-tech products, like these AEDs, these pocket-sized AEDs that are out, we are like a add-on to those. CPR wrap complements that market. And I know the CPR face shield, there's nothing, we have the utility patent on CPR wrap because there's nothing out like what we have, to date right now. And so this is a new product. We can fit in a lot of on the non-tech end of CPR devices and the tech end as well as a complement. So, I mean, we do fit in there as a standalone, as a complement, and that's how we fit within the medical device world.
Okay.
Felicia, great job on your presentation, and I love the energy. I was wondering where you're headed next, right? And I know you said you needed some additional funding, but I'm just trying to understand what would you use that money for, if you were able to raise that money?
Right. So we actually went viral and was able to sell. Like I said, we sold 80,000 units. The majority of those units were sold in a matter of days, and that was direct to consumer. Now we're getting the interest from places like the CVS, like the Centos, like St. John's Ambulance. But our team is still small, and so for when I raise capital, it will be able to bring on the help that I need to expand our reach, and to grow CPR Rap. Um, and the packaging, we just changed the packaging as well. It's color coded. I don't think I had it in here, but working with the medical experts in the respiratory and cardiopulmonary field, we got a lot of feedback. And so, just to make the next version of CPR Rap the way it should be, we need to work on that as well.
Great, thank you.
I have a follow-up question on this. Is there an expiration date to the product? Needs to be changed over time and updated?
Right. Well, CPR training, the guidelines are governed by the big three, American Heart, Red Cross, right? It's mainly American Heart Association. And they go in every 5 years to address changes if there's going to be any. Normally those changes aren't that big, but if they do change, we can change with whatever guidelines they do change. But what's out there now is still okay to use. I put a 10-year shelf life, 10-year plus shelf life on CPR Wrap only because of the printing process that's on there, but they do not expire.
And you have a QC, and then one other thing is that is your product recyclable?
Yes, yes. We recently, and that was another change too. We didn't want to, it used to be plastic. It used to be made of a TPU plastic, but we changed the material to a medical grade non-woven material that is biodegradable and eco-friendly.
And that is our
Thank you.
time. Thank you so much for a fantastic job. Oh, I love how this turned out. Next up, we have Royanne of Dream Aloud Travels. Royanne, you here?
I am here. Let me share my screen. All right, are you able to see my screen? Perfect. Will AI replace travel agents? I'm Royanne Da Silva, the founder of Dream Aloud Travels, a luxury travel agency which curates bespoke global experiences for those who desire the best in life. After visiting over 80 countries, I transitioned from a flight attendant to travelpreneur in 2023, building a brand rooted in passion, purpose, and personalization. But let's face it, while AI is reshaping industries, travelers still crave a human touch. But personalized planning is time consuming. The industry average is 30 hours to plan one luxury trip. Wealthy travelers want speed and convenience without losing the white glove service. That's where Dream Aloud Travels is changing the game. We're building an AI-powered travel ecosystem that combines cutting-edge automation with human expertise. Our innovative system reduces the planning time from 30 hours to 30 minutes. Imagine lead generation, booking flights, hotels, tours, invoicing, client and supplier communication, all managed in one smart interface. And we're empowering a network of home-based agents with these tools, making luxury travel more accessible and efficient for both clients and planners. The US luxury travel market is booming, projected to hit $634 billion by 2030. Our focus, affluent travelers in Florida, New York, and my birth country, and an untapped market, Jamaica. Since launching 2 years ago, we've created a competitive advantage which has led to over 250 bookings, a 4.9 customer rating on Google Review, and generated revenue of over 300,000 USD. This year, we're scaling to a 23-member team and targeting 1 million in revenue. Instead of replacing travel agents with AI, join us in equipping travel agents with our innovative system through a 3-part investment of 50,000 USD. We believe that any dream can become a reality. If you're ready to invest in the future of travel, join us on this journey because time is the real luxury.
Nice job, Rayanne. In under time. Judges, it's on you.
That was a really good presentation. I wasn't expecting the revenue that you have, so good job. Can you tell me what's the time span of that? You said 300,000, right? Was that over 3 years? Was that in the last 6 months? What was that?
Correct. So that was since 2023.
Okay.
And this was when I was still flying as a flight attendant. So I was only doing it part-time. Last year was my first full year, and we generated 232,601. And for this year, I definitely want to have a team, and I've built out all my systems in terms of the hardest part was doing everything, writing down everything that I do. So my aim now is to have it all automated and very systematized so that I can train the persons who will join on my team as agents.
Okay. Thank you.
Great presentation. I really like it. It was nice and concise, to the point, and you hit all the right points and within time. My question is how exactly are you implementing AI? What type of model in general is it? And do you have any patent protection around it?
Great question.
Mhm.
So this slide will show there's different touch points of trip planning where we can integrate either different APIs or we'll also have our unique AI. I'm using the name Dream AI. So for example, when you sign in on the platform, we're in early stages of development, but we do have a team that we've contacted who's built out um, examples for us, including that projection of what it will cost. But yes, so we have a wealth of information of different trips that we've planned that will be inputted on the back end. So our unique AI, Dream AI, will be able to pull from all of those different trips that we've done to be able to say, okay, you're going to Morocco. Perhaps you can do a desert tour, or we can do a hot air balloon ride. So we will have something that's patented and unique only to Dream Aloud Travels.
I had a great job on your presentation, and like I said, great getting so much information in such a short time. From a customer acquisition standpoint, is your primary channel social media, or what channels do you leverage to drive new customers?
Thank you, Mark. So, yes, social media is, but what I will also say is family and friends. Out of that 300,000 that we did, one deal was worth 100,000, and that was a destination wedding through a family friend that I know. So even in the business model of me breaking it down to it being 23 agents and only having to book one trip per month, it can even be within your family or friends, which I've been seeing as a very good business model. So there's such a huge room for scale, even without doing a lot of marketing.
And then I just also wanted to clarify, was that 50,000, is that all you're trying to raise? And then is that just for your new agents?
All right. So all we're trying to raise now, and this is my first time dabbling in this whole venture capital and grants, which I'm excited about because my vision for Dream Aloud isn't to just be another travel agency. I really want to build it into an empire and one that doesn't burn out travel advisors, which is our main problem now. We just have too many tabs open on Expedia, on Booking.com, on flights. So it's just to have everything in one place. And yes, so that's the only ask that I'm asking as of now. It might be a small ask, but it's me getting my feet wet within the capital space.
All right, if there are no more questions, we will move forward. Roanne, you did a great job. Let's go ahead and move to our next founder, Sybil of the Training Lab. You ready, Sybil?
I am.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Wrong timer. You got time. You're good.
What can go wrong? Okay. So my name is Sybil Badugu, and I'm the CEO of Training Lab. And what we are is a platform that's for e-learning to teach communication skills through AI avatars. And so, okay. So the reason this is so important right now is because just yesterday I got onto Copilot and I just wanted to do an AI prompt, and it asked me it had buttons at the bottom that asked me what kind of voice do I want, and they had me play different voices and pick a voice. And so for me, it was like, okay, we're here. Conversational AI is already here, and what we do is take it a step further. And the reason this is important right now is because half the workforce right now is millennial and Gen Z workers. The problem with that is that Gen Z workers are getting fired within months of getting hired, like within 60% of them. And this is costing a lot of money to US employers, but mainly for our customer, which is training leaders and HR leaders. It's causing a lot of heartache because they're constantly having to hire and fire people, and it's really even worse for the Gen Z folks. So our solution to this problem is to train communication skills, which are usually not taught right now, to not only the Gen Z employees through employee onboarding, but everybody else that works with them, because these folks, the Gen Z folks, have learned communication through texting and social media, and they don't know how to talk to us like we're talking now. And so it's causing a lot of problems. And so the way our product works is that you learn a skill like negotiation or actively listening. You practice with an AI avatar, you're role playing inside a game. And then at the very end, you get feedback on how well you did. And the next time you learn another skill, you have to use the previous skill. And so repetition is key to changing your communication skills. So our team is made up of me, who does all the business, sales, marketing, fundraising, all that. Alexis, who's a behavioral psychologist and a data scientist, and Nick, who does everything technology. Our pricing model is $99 for a year for us for one learning module like employee onboarding or sales, or $399 for the entire package. And you can buy it for a team or the whole company. And from talking to our customers, we learned that they wanted a 3-month pilot, so that's what we do.
And that is time, Sybil. Great job, great job. Judges, all you.
Yeah, and okay, so you're raising $2 million. How much have you secured and where are you on your fundraising journey?
I'm just now starting. I was working as a consultant and I just ended last month. So I'm just now starting that journey. So we haven't raised any at all. And the other thing that I'd like to ask for that I didn't get to talk about is money is fine, but what we'd really like is introductions to HR leaders or companies that you think could use our product, because we're looking for pilot customers right now.
Which would be my second half of the question. Like, what do you plan to be your go-to-market to get in front of these in mass, right? Are you doing one by one? Are you going to conferences? Like, what's the strategy behind getting in front of as many of these professionals as possible?
Right now we're doing direct outreach. So we've gone through LinkedIn and targeted mid-sized companies that are technology focused because they're most likely to adapt something this forward thinking. And so we've started to contact them, and we're also going to do healthcare, but not hospitals because they have such a low margin, but specific kinds of healthcare companies. And so we're doing direct outreach first, then conferences, and then paid marketing.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Sybil, could you talk a little bit more about your pilot study and your initial target customers? Like, have you done any kind of like initial outreaches, customer discovery, and received initial feedback?
Oh yeah, we've talked to 16 HR leaders. They love they love this. They say this is the best use of AI that they've ever seen. And so, but the thing I wanted to add a little bit more to what we learned from our interviews is we were doing this in VR because that's the best experience when you're totally immersed. But from our discovery calls, we learned that it's easier for them to bring it in-house without goggles. So now we're building an MVP for web. So yes, we have done a lot of customer discovery. I'm a usability expert, so for me, that's part of the process. And so I'm constantly talking to customers and end users. By the way, the end users, they feel more comfortable talking to AI about communication and their feelings than they do other humans, which is really cool. Because it's not partial at all and they don't take things personally. So yeah, we do a lot of that.
I had a question about the competition in the market. I've seen other gamification type platforms. What gives you that competitive advantage?
We use storytelling and role playing. And so there are products like this out on the market, but this is, and I'm really big on storytelling. So this is fully immersed. Like we give you a scenario and you go inside the scenario and you talk to different AI characters within that scenario, and you have to practice a different skill with each one. And each AI character has a different personality. And so sometimes we make them specifically difficult to deal with, or introverts or whatever. And so our competitors haven't gone that deep into really focusing on making it role playing like you're inside a movie. I want Star Wars level like role playing, like really invested in each character, and you want to go do that, and you want to learn more and all that. So that's how we're different right now. But we're also talking to other companies that do assessments like DISC and Myers-Briggs to incorporate that into this, because companies have already invested into those methodologies, and so we can actually use that data to really specifically target each user and each character that they're working with.
Great. Also, just quickly, what is your ideal customer profile? What's your ICP?
It is training leaders, HR leaders, and people that are leaders in departments that have budgets to purchase training.
More so, which types of companies are you focused on from a company profile
Right
standpoint?
now,
Small, medium business, hospitals. What is that ideal? What does that look like?
Mid-sized technology companies and mid-sized healthcare companies.
And that is our time. Wonderful, wonderful. We're breezing right through, and you founders are doing phenomenal. I'm so excited for you. Next up, we have Barbara from Freeing Returns. Barbara, you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
All right, it's all you.
Okay, let me share my screen. Right. Can everybody see my screen? Okay, perfect. Hello, everyone. My name is Barbara Jones Brown, and I'm the founder and CEO of Freeing Returns. And we are on a mission to put $500 billion back into the hands of retailers. So I'm not new to retail. I've been in retail for over 20 plus years. I'm also a serial entrepreneur. I've had 2 exits to date, so I'm going for a 3-peat. I'm a technical founder, And I've been working with retailers as a point of sale architect before I started this company. Now, I think we've all seen these commercials. We've seen these headlines. Retailers are under attack. There are smash and grabs. We've seen it on the news. We even seen the Walmart CEO talking about closing stores due to fraud, shrink, and organized retail crime. So we've all seen these headlines. Retail, this loss for retailers is over $800 billion, and this is for the U.S. alone. And we've seen these numbers grow by 25% year over year. This is the 2024 numbers. Now, retailers are also spending over $200 billion just to fight these types of losses. So they're losing money on their stores and they're losing money by the spend. So that's where we come in. We've created an AI-powered machine learning technology that allows retailers to take the data that they're already using, put it into one place, and through our rich dashboards, query libraries, alerts, we're able to show them exactly where those losses are occurring. And we've even created digital loss prevention team members using agentic AI. We've also introduced this platform into Salesforce. You can see it on the Salesforce App Exchange, and it's being used in Salesforce's Commerce Cloud. So my team is equally as impressive. We've been working together for over 10 years. We've worked for some of the largest retailers in the world, and we're taking that expertise into this platform. So we've also raised funding. We've raised over $4 million to date. Our lead investor was Serena Williams from Serena Ventures. So we're so excited to have Serena on board. And then we've also had Morgan Stanley as an investor in the company. So our product is built and it's GA released. We sell our product. We charge an upfront fee of $15,000 to $200,000. And we charge at least $25 per store per month for our SaaS product. We've done over close to 500K last year. We're at this year, we're going to be 1 to 3 million, and then we'll scale as we go into 2027. We're looking to raise $1.7 million on a seed plus round. We've already secured about 775,000 to date. We just want to close out the rest of that round. So I'm Barbara Jones. If you want to help us help retailers stop total retail loss, please contact me.
Right on time. You can tell you've done this before. I love it. Judges, all you.
Barbara, how are you? I know Barbara.
Hey, Kimberly.
No, this is awesome. How big is your team now?
We have about 35 people, full-time employees. We have people that are 1099s. We have people in Nigeria. So it's a big international team.
That's awesome. Yeah, no questions for me. This is great.
Yeah, great presentation. Short and succinct, hit all the right points. And I love the slogans at the beginning, at the end. It helps make it memorable. Yeah, being an investor and seeing like thousands and thousands of pitches, right? It's the ones that have these slogans, these really short mission statements that makes it very memorable. It says what the problem is and what the solution is right there in one sentence. That's what I love about pitches. It just makes it very memorable.
Thank you.
No comment for me. Just wanted to say that you did an amazing job, and it's clear what you're trying to raise and what you're trying to do, and the problem and the solution. So fantastic job on your presentation.
Thank you so much.
Likewise, I would like to say that yes, it's very interesting product, and so how long does it take to your customers to see the benefits of using your product? When it is the kind of the timeline?
Yeah, most of our customers, they see a return on their investment within the first year. Most people sign a 3 to 5 year contract with us, and they see a return within that first year. We usually return about 3 to 10 basis points based on how big of a loss that these retailers lose. And we sell to mostly Fortune 1000 retailers, so they're losing millions of dollars. And our platform is a six-figure cost. So they usually see that return within the first year.
Thank you. Very interesting.
Sure.
And for the first time tonight, we have extra time from the judges. Take note, founders. That's how you want to leave it. They all the questions were answered. It was great. All right, so here is what we're going to do now. I'm going to throw our judges into the breakout room so you guys can do your judging in audience. It is now your chance to ask these founders any questions about their businesses. Please raise your hands, drop them in the chat. I'll read them off. I will do all those different things. Go ahead, judges. You guys are free to jump into the room. I'll give you guys about 5 minutes before I bring you back, and then you'll learn all about me and what we do here in RebrandLand. Questions? Who wants to go first?
Excuse me, Miss Kayla.
Yes.
Sorry. I think I had signed up for the pitch competition, but I was not able to do a pitch. Did I sign up with the wrong form?
I think you may have signed up with the wrong form, but
okay.
Do you want to pitch?
Well, see, now I'm having technical difficulties and my slide deck is not showing up.
Okay.
But I can talk it through. I'm okay with that.
That's what you do. The floor is yours. Go for it.
Okay. So sorry about that. And I do apologize about the technical difficulties once again. But hi, American healthcare landscape is increasingly defined by numerous significant and progressive changes that threaten its very foundation, which is quality, safety, accessibility, and affordability, leaving countless individuals trapped in a system where profit too often eclipses patient well-being. So this reality has become undeniably clear to me as a dedicated health equity advocate with my multifaceted background in hands-on health coaching that empowers individuals to take control of their overall health, deep community engagement, fostering trust and understanding within under-resourced communities, strategic partnership building, and rigorous clinical research experience, providing insights into evidence-based practices. And so this forms the bedrock of We Wellness. And We Wellness has a guiding principle of you, me, we grown. So our overall challenge, we understand and know that it's socially imperative, but it's also economically sound as well. Companies that prioritize community engagement see a remarkable 36% increase in revenue over those who don't. And the urgent reality of overall health disparities, especially in states like Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, and Detroit, and Michigan, all have barriers when it comes to access, when it comes to Native American populations having alarming high rates of chronic diseases, and within under-resourced Black and African American communities experiencing disproportionate burdens of illness. So Wood Wellness would directly tackle that health equity gap by being a hybrid model. So primarily leveraging our digital platform, Well Grown, that is in pre-launch development right now, complemented by our vital physical community engagement component. So our virtual foundation will allow us to have a data insights and health tracker, which it provides personalized health coaching and personalized health tracking tools that will enable users to monitor key health metrics from blood sugar to blood pressure to BMI, to basically how is my diet improving overall, really making sure that we are encompassing health and well-being.
And clinical that is research. Your 3 minutes, baby. Welcome to the Founders Crew. All right, listen, so proud of you. That's the way you pivot. If the slides ain't working, tech ain't working, talk your shit, okay? I love it. All right, so audience, it's all on you. If you have questions for now, our new founder, you can throw her in there as well. I'm also going to release the poll for our crowd favorite. So audience, it's you. Go ahead and ask your questions. No questions from the audience? They answered all your questions? You guys are good to go? It's crazy.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
All right. My question is for, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. Is it Royan with the travel travel company.
Yes, Ryan, perfectly said.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, so I was great job on the pitch as well. I actually travel and was really interested in your product. Right now, currently, I use a platform called Travel Pirate. Not sure if you're familiar, but I just want to kind of know like the differentiation between like you and a platform like Travel Pilot, who helps with a lot of the travel itinerary, and they kind of made it a little bit more convenient to book. There's still some things in using that platform um, that can make it more seamless. And I'm wondering if with your integration of the AI models that you're currently developing, if it helps in making it more seamless.
Awesome, Mouse. Thank you for that question. And as from the client perspective, like all the clients I've planned even up to 8 trips with different clients consecutively, reoccurring, meaning that clearly Dreamaloud has something different. And I'm not sure how that app is, but still there may be a personalized feature that's missing from it. So even though we're going to be using the AI within our interface, we're still going to have a big level of personalization where the client knows that, okay, Royan is still there if they need anything, or Barbara is still there if they need anything, instead of it just being a generic hotline that you would just call, maybe on the Pirates app. I don't think that you have a dedicated advisor, do you?
No, right. No, it's kind of like you book and then they use, it's like an aggregate of different sources that they put together. So if something is, misaligned, or if we wanted more further details, we'll have to call that source specifically. It's not like a centralized, a support hub like you're alluding to.
Perfect. So we would be that centralized hub in a very personalized way. So just like how you have a financial advisor that walks with you throughout life, your Dream Aloud Travels advisor would have your profile, which AI would help to boost. So for example, if you travel every February for your birthday 6 months before, the AI would give you a reminder. We'd be able to track all the trips that you've done, so that we can suggest what trips you haven't done before. So that's the kind of technology that we need to enhance our services. But it's for sure, based on the statistics, 72% of wealthy travelers use travel advisors. So I don't foresee them moving fully to an app because that's just not how they prefer to travel.
And then the third product I liked was the Rainbow Secure, because I think that with all this personal data, loss and stealing, this could be a good product, especially for big companies. They want to now, we are more companies that are international companies. They share data across different sites and in different continent, and the data breach is a very big problem. But quite frankly, I kind of liked all of them, so I'm open.
Yeah. I think from everyone's choices, 1 is CPR wrap, 2 is free returns, and 3 is training lab. Since the two, Rafa and Mark Mark, you opted for training lab was on your top 3, right?
It was for sure.
Yeah.
I think are we talking about looking at entire presentation or the product itself? So I thought Rainbow Secure had.
I can jump in next. Thank you so much for asking that. Sorry. Thank you so much for asking that. So here at We Wellness, of course, as you can see, under-resourced communities, that is our target audience, because they are oftentimes left out of the conversation when they should be high up in the conversation. So one of the things that we are doing to help pivot is we're actually having a fireside chat next Friday at 11 a.m. with health equity officials, with community members as well, talking about different ways to show up and continue to give voices to those who are currently being attacked right now, because that is the most important thing. So how are we pivoting together as a community? Because you can't do something for community and not include community, and also not include the ones who are also participating in doing the work. So we will continue to do the work here at We Wellness because it is something that is needed.
And for CPR Wrap, we're all about saving lives, right? And that's something that that's going to happen. I tell people it's not if it's going to happen, it's when. So I don't care, what the government is imposing. That's not going to stop our train at all. So what we're asking is for our community, the people that believe in what we're doing, to step up. What they say, your network is your net worth. Well, we all need to come together. Somebody knows somebody that could help you get across that barrier that you're seeing. Some of the most amazing partnerships came from somebody walking you over, making introductions. And so that's what I ask of everyone. Make that introduction, and, like after the pitch. That's all you need to do, and let us take over from there. So we just need to come together.
Beautiful, Felicia, and I totally agree. I'm in the retail industry, so we've heard all the stories, right? We know about Target and how quickly they changed. So, we definitely saw some hurt with the DEI, because a lot of our ins into these big retails was through supplier diversity and being part of those programs, and we saw a lot of people that we had made connections with were gone, or they were in a whole different position. And so I think Kayla Live said it at the beginning, is we all we got. So this is the time when you have to bond. We bond together. And a lot of the stuff that we hear is what people have to say publicly. But I'm in a lot of organizations like NMSDC and, these organizations, supplier diversity organizations, and these companies are still supporting. They just can't publicly say it anymore, but they're still supporting, and they're still, want to be able to help underrepresented founders. And so that's what we're doing. We're leaning into the people that want to support us. So yeah, we're still out here raising, and there's still people who want to give us money.
So
Fantastic. Thank you.
in
All
my
right, guys.
I'm
Oh,
working. That's fine.
go ahead. No, go ahead. No. Go ahead.
In the technology, people sometimes, invest what they think is like needed for next. So it's always a chicken and egg kind of things. What you want to do it like raise money, or you want to invest your time into building your platform. So for me, like I'm going for both way, and I'm currently the situation is look like I have to more open the way I got a funding. So that's what I am thinking.
Thank you for sharing. And before we announce the winners, our judges are back in the room. I do want to give myself the opportunity to tell you guys what we do and how we do things. Is that fair? Okay, cool. All right, so because I was gonna do it anyway if you said no. So welcome to RebrandLand. I'm so glad that I got to experience what it feels like to watch other people pitch and not be on the other side of the fence. So I got some good questions for myself when I do this next, but I do kind of want to showcase what we've been working on, how we've been making things happen. I know my founders know what I've been doing, but some of you guys are new to me and RebrandLand and how we make things happen. So to make things short, right? I told you we build a brand for social good. But the main thing here is that nonprofit technology sucks. Full stop. Okay? It sucks. It's terrible. We get the bottom barrel of everything. And it's really, really my goal to change that. Okay? We have been in business for over 5 years. We work with over 450 nonprofit leaders, change makers, social enterprises, people that are doing some good for the world. And the one thing is consistent. They want to use technology, but it's terrible, right? And so they get all these different things. About 92% of nonprofits describe their AI, their data infrastructure as subpar. It's terrible, right? Some of these folks are still in Google spreadsheets. We'll talk about it later, okay? And with that leveraging AI, the thing that I love to use so much, is disconnected from their missions. They're also worried and very concerned about how that data and that technology is transferring to the AI. You know how we're using our test models to train these other people's AI and what they should be doing? Yeah, we don't need to do that with sensitive nonprofit information, especially given how the administration is moving right now. We want to keep that protected. On top of that, the tools that we have right now, they're expensive. They require heavy customization. People have got to implement it for us. They give us the free software, but then we got to pay someone to come in here to make it work. And then we wasted money and time because it still does not do what we need it to do. Or the stuff that is available to us, they deem us unfit or not grant ready to even get a free trial, y'all. We can't even get the free trial to get the money we need. It doesn't make any sense. And so how are we actually supposed to sustain the work that we do, the change makers, the people that are making the world go round? How are we supposed to do that without the technology that supports us? A lot of us don't even know where to start. And as I told you, safety is a primary concern. I don't want my donors' information. I don't want my participants' information. And I definitely don't want my programmatic information used to train someone else's AI model for what they're going to do next, right? Or with the idea that my data might be stolen or sold to the highest bidder, right? So what we're doing here in RebrandLand is very simple. We're building ready-to-use, out-of-the-box AI software that is designed to help nonprofits and change makers scale. Okay, our AIs are working together as an ecosystem, as a workflow, to make sure that those nonprofits are staying in front of their mission and not behind the computer. With that being said, we've got a slew of AIs, but before you get yourself into what all that is, I want you to pay very close attention to how it works right now, because that's the important stuff, okay? Currently, right now, we have a website called grantglow.com. She's your free AI-powered search engine powered by our first flagship AI model, Crystal. Crystal goes and scours the internet for grants that are available and open to you. She's not pulling from a database. She's going straight from the internet, right? With that, they can now add those grant details to their CRM to use. And from that CRM, Crystal is pulling the organization's programmatic data, everything that she knows about the organization. And every time an organization touches that platform, she's learning and she's growing, helping that organization not only manage that grant lifecycle, but manage and scale the impact of their organization. Once she processes that programmatic data, she's going to give you actionable insights, okay? Not just a little, here's a 1-2. Here's the next step in how you actually scale your organization. Here's the next donor you should reach out to. Here's the next grant you should apply for. Do you want to help? Do you want me to help you write it? That is what our big sis Crystal does, and she is moving and shaking. And programmatically, what we want her to do is once she understands this is what needs to happen with your organization, she's going to take all that information and push it to her other AI components, her other AI team, such as Nomi, who's going to execute event and marketing campaigns on your behalf. Okay, so that's what we're doing right now, but this is what we envision it doing. Okay. We want Crystal to be our core, our center of this entire thing. And she's going to take that programmatic data and push it to all the other AI models that do things such as donor follow-ups and grant management, doing things such as financial compliance, making sure your operations and your volunteer management is in order, and making sure everything is automated with the click of a button. Okay, so no more dancing around AI tools. Click a button, Crystal's going to push it to who it needs to be pushed to and execute it. All in one step, okay? In short, we are building the world's first AI model that is nonprofit first. Built by nonprofits, for nonprofits. No more waiting on people to come save us. We're gonna do it ourselves, okay? We've got some competitors out here. You guys know who they are, but we stand against them because we work together. Okay, all of our AI models, all of our AI tools work autonomously together and with your help. And the difference that we have between our AI models is that we have built a third-party mask layer into all of our AIs. Not only does it have built-in cybersecurity, but this mask layer protects that donor data. So instead of it saying Kayla from the Rebrand Creative Agency is seeking to engage donor John Smith that gave $50,000, it says user A from organization A is working with donor A who gave $50,000, keeping all of that donor information and sensitive data safe and secure. Training your AI model, but not pushing out that sensitive information, okay? I have a phenomenal team, and actually, I would be remiss if I did not shout out the team member that's on this call. She's been letting people in. Shout out to Shoshana. She's been in the background. She's always there. She is one of my co-founders. She did help me put this thing together, and she's been helping me run this business from behind the scenes. She does not like being on camera, but I do shout her all the time because she is the best. But with our other team members, we have a founding team that knows what they're doing. I myself come from a background of education and nonprofit work. I spent 15 years working in schools, working with YMCAs and after school all-stars and all these different places. And then my co-founders, who Tavana met in college, he's my Morehouse brother. Shout out to him. He's probably watching. He is a AI engineer for Nike. He's also worked at Truist and other places. And then Dante, who I met through my cohort in MSDC, has background in cybersecurity and has worked at the Pentagon. So big time making sure that data is protected. Okay. And with that being said, there are a number of ways that you can get involved in the work that we do. One, just by showing up here. We throw events all the time. There's events on our website. If you go to rebrandland.net, hit events, you can sign up for the next one that we have coming up, which I believe is a Get Grant Ready workshop. But we'll talk about that soon. For the people that are in the room that want to know how much money we're raising, we do need 20 million. But right now we're raising 2 million. Okay. Raising 2 million to make this thing happen. To be completely transparent, these hands are what's building these AIs. It's me, okay? And baby, I'm tired. Okay. I need people. I need some help. Okay. So if you guys know any connections to developers, anyone that got this kind of bad that they can help us out with, please send them my way. Other than that, what you really can do, and I don't even know why that looks like that. I don't like it. Let me go back. Hold on. Don't play with me right now. Here we go. All right. So getting access to the technology is very easy, right? You can also sign up to be one of our beta testers. But if you know organizations that are trying to get grant ready, they have tried to get funding before, they don't know what they're doing, they keep getting denied. They're either startup nonprofits, mid-sized nonprofits, and they've been struggling with this before. We have just launched our Get Grant Ready Accelerator program that's going to be starting on May 15th, okay? I have pulled Crystal out. She is working with us in this cohort, and she is going to help show nonprofits how to get grant ready from the same process that we use with our clients, okay? So please share that out. grantglow.com, 7 weeks long. They're going to be with us hand in hand. I have industry experts, people that are great at fundraising and all the good stuff that are going to come and show people how to make this happen, okay? Our most important thing is how you measure your impact. You can only do that if you know how to say what you're doing well, okay? And that's what we teach you in this Get Grant Ready Accelerator. So that's my spiel. That's my spiel. I think I was under 3 minutes, maybe, okay? I'll save my questions for the end. I'll stay on for people that want to ask me questions, but I do want to give the floor to our judges who are going to announce who our winners are. And then after that, I'll show you who the crowd favorite is. Judges? Someone has to tell us who won. Don't keep us on our seats.
Does anyone of my judges want to volunteer? So should we go third place first?
Let's go from 3 to 1. Let's do that.
3 to 1. Go for it.
In third place, we have Training Lab. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Does one of the other judges want to take second place?
In second place, we have Freeing Returns.
And our first place winner?
Is Kimberly wants to do it?
I think Kim had to drop.
Kim had to drop. Okay, so I'm very happy and excited to announce the first place. And the first place goes to CPR Rap for the.
Nice.
This was quite anonymous for all the judges, and congratulations, Felicia. And we really liked the product.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We liked all the products. We liked all the products. They were all very, very interesting, I have to say. But we had to pick one.
Yes, it was definitely a tough decision. Like we were watching the clock and we were trying to choose all of them to the buzzer. And so amazing job to all the founders. You know, your products are amazing. You guys are going to do great things ahead. And this is just the first of many opportunities to achieve your goals.
Yes, great job, everybody. Feel free to reach out to any one of us. I think we all put our LinkedIn there in the chat. And yeah, we look forward to to chatting with you more.
You guys did an amazing job. And our crowd favorite also went to CPR Rap, Miss Felicia. Congratulations. So our judges, I know we're offering mentorship sessions. We'll make sure that gets out to the people that they want to send that to. You guys are all winners, not on some YMCA, okay? Like just understand here. You guys are all winners. I'm so very proud of you for even showing up today, putting your pitch together, running it through, even down to the very 7th hour. You guys are still trying to make sure this is happening. And I hope that you got something from this. I hope that you take the feedback and apply it, and make sure that you network, right? We are all we got. No one's coming to save us. It's all us, right? And we can do this together. I will be doing this again. Okay, I've already got the messages. Yes, I'll do it again. Lord have mercy. Okay, we'll make sure that it happens, and hopefully, because I'm good at getting funding, I'll get this funded, and maybe I'll have some actual money for the winners next time. If you need me for anything, you got me. We got, and I got you. So if you want to get in contact with me, you can follow me on all channels. We're RebrandLand on all channels. You can scan that QR code that goes in my virtual business card that talks about all the things that we've got going on here, all the community work that we're doing to close the digital divide. And then if you want to get in touch with Crystal and see what she's got going on, she's our flagship model. That's heycrystal.ai. You can learn everything that you need. And with that, I bid you adieu. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks, Kayla.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank
Bye,
you,
guys.
Everyone.
I'm going to stay on for whoever wants to chat with me.
Hey, Kayla, I think you did a fabulous job.
Thank you.
You did, Kayla. Thank you
Very
for
fabulous job.
facilitating this.
One thing, I tried to use your QR code and